Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to Tony the Technician channel, and today we're going to be getting into a brand new video, and that is going to be on the Tekton's very first Comfort Grip Ratchet. So when the new 90 tooth ratchets first came out, roughly I want to say a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago now, don't quote me on that, they were very popular. The new 90 tooth design, very slim design, strong design, very good ratchet, very affordable as well. And then people were asking about flex heads. They released flex heads, extra long flex heads, and a variety of different ratchets, all very good ratchets. But the main question was, when are they going to be releasing a comfort grip? And that was a huge question. And then they released their new hard handle screwdrivers. They already had the tri-lobes. Well, then they released the 4-sided hard-handled screwdrivers and a 6-in-1 hard-handled screwdriver made in the USA. And since they hadn't released a comfort grip ratchet yet, I ran the idea by them that they should use their 4-sided hard-handled screwdriver handle as the comfort grip on their ratchets. It's a very popular ratchet. It's a very popular screwdriver. A lot of people love that classic 4-sided design. So I ran the idea by them of combining the two and creating a comfort grip ratchet. They really liked the idea. I haven't seen any results yet. So I went ahead and made my own Tekton comfort grip ratchet. It's a very simple process, took me about an hour, and it's very affordable. Now, obviously, this isn't going to be for everybody, but I want to show you what it would look like if these two were combined. And I really hope Tekton sees this and considers doing the same thing, but obviously more on a professional level where they can mass produce these and make them a little bit better. Because I did end up running into an issue, but it was my own fault. I will be doing this again and making it perfect just to say that I did it. So this is their 4-sided hard handle screwdriver design. And I'll show you guys this up close when we take it over to the bench. So they have them in red, and then the 6-in-1 is the same handle design, but black, and now they have a red handle design released as well. So you can simply remove this shaft, and what you have here is a USA made handle. It has a metal sleeve about 1.5 inches to 2 inches down the barrel of this handle. So what I did, this I want to say, if I remember correctly, is somewhere around 443 thousandths of an inch. And then the ratchet is roughly, I want to say 660 thousandths. So I chucked it up in a lathe and I turned it down to slightly larger than the diameter of the 6-in-1 handle, just enough to make it a press fit. And then I also used a bonding agent inside the handle just to make sure that that ratchet is not going anywhere. So it was a pretty easy process, maybe with the lathe and pressing it in there and everything, maybe an hour's worth of work. Very easy. Now I did run into a slight issue. I didn't want to use so much bonding agent inside of the handle to where I would hydrolock it and push the metal sleeve out of the handle. I didn't run into that issue. What I ran into was forgetting to allow the handle to breathe when pressing it on. So I got about 1 inch from the bottom and it airlocked, unfortunately. And by the time I took my smallest drill bit and drilled from the back side of the handle into it to relieve that pressure, the bonding agent, or the H3000, had already hardened and wasn't letting any air escape, and the handle was already locked into position. Whether I threw it in the vise, nothing was moving it any further in or out of the handle. It still came out really nicely. I'm still really excited about it. I'm still really happy with it, but I wish I could have got that last inch of the ratchet in there. No big deal. I'm going to be doing it again to make sure it's perfect, and I'll have a couple ratchets with comfort grip. But I'll throw up some pictures and I'll take you over to the bench so you guys can see a close-up of all of the components that I used, and I really hope you guys enjoy. If you guys do, please make sure to hit that thumbs up, leave a comment down in the comment section of your guys' thoughts, and as always, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Let's get into this. So these are the products that we're looking at. I'm going to give you the prices on them and tell you exactly how I did it. So I started off with, actually this is not the ratchet that I use. This is the quick release long flex head ratchet. I use the standard length flex head ratchet, non-quick release. But the ratchet that I used runs $28, so priced really well for a 92 slim design, strong, really good quality ratchet. Very affordable, so that's why I wasn't afraid to do this. I would never probably attempt this with like a snap-on or anything expensive like that. I could literally build this Comfort Grip ratchet probably a good 5 times. I could mess it up before I even got to the price of a snap-on ratchet by itself. So it was just a fun little project for me. Got a little glare off of that, sorry about that. So it was just a fun little project that I really wanted to try out because I really want to see Tekton release a Comfort Grip ratchet, and I really wanted to see what this would look like because I thought it was a really good idea. And then these are the handles that I used. This is the red handle design. This is the actual screwdriver. And then this being the 6-in-1 design with the bits, where I just removed this. It has a metal sleeve that goes roughly 1.5 inches to 2 inches down the handle, and then you have this plastic composite or whatever you want to call this the rest of the way, but it does come basically all the way to the end of the handle. And so I went in there with a sanding wheel or roll, and I scuffed up the inside in order to rough it up for that H3000, which I'll show you later in the video, where I applied a small amount inside of here in order to secure the ratchet permanently. So all I did was figure out how far or how much of this I wanted to turn down, and I took it in and I turned it down the amount that I needed. I want to say I was roughly 3 thou larger than the diameter of this hole, roughly maybe 5, I can't remember, but either way I should have probably taken another thou off, and just it would have been a little bit easier to get it in. I mean, I beat this thing for a while. I mean, it went in 3/4 of the way really fast, and wasn't going anywhere, but by the time I was trying to get that last inch, like I told you, it airlocked, and by the time I had the hole drilled in it, it was just too late. The bonding agent had already cured and locked the ratchet into the position that it was in. No big deal though, because the ratchet is going to be put to the test for the next month or two before I review it to see how it is doing. And I'm also going to chuck this up and do the same thing to this, but I'm going to make sure that I get it perfect this time. Not that the one that I have right now isn't good enough, but I want to do as professional of a job as possible. So $28 for the ratchet that I used. And then you don't have to buy the 6-in-1 with this, because I want to say they're $12 to $15 with it. You can buy this handle in red or black for $5. So in it altogether, you're $33 and about an hour's worth of your time. That's it. The reason I didn't use a screwdriver was just because this seemed like a perfect opportunity to use the 6-in-1 handle in order to do this job. So I figured not destroy a screwdriver. So I figured this was going to be the best bet. Plus, you can order it in red or black, so you get your preference. Already took a sanding roll and past the 2-inch or inch or two metal sleeve in here, I've taken a sanding roll and I've scuffed up the plastic interior of this handle to help the H3000 adhere to both this rough surface on the inside and the rough surface of the ratchet. So I'm just going to do a very thin coat of H3000 down in here, not too much so when I press this in that it will hydrolock and push this sleeve out. So I'm just going to do a very thin coat. Alright, now we're going to take this and press it in here. It is going to be a very snug fit. And this is what I ended up with. So you can see the extra end inch or so that it should have been pressed in. But in here, I had smeared the H3000 around the handle, and by the time I had drilled my very small little breather hole, the agent had already cured. And I mean, this thing is not going anywhere. So it still turned out really nice. I have a 10-inch ratchet flex head now, and it's very comfortable. I've already liked these 4-sided hard-handled designs for the screwdriver, and I think it's going to make for an amazing comfort grip ratchet. I think I will come in here and kind of bevel out this edge so it's smooth like the rest of the ratchet, but overall I'm still extremely happy with it. The end of the ratchet probably comes to about right here, so still a lot of force in here. It's still in that 1.5 to 2 inch metal sleeve, so it is very sturdy. I mean, this thing does not move whatsoever. It is solid. So I'm extremely happy with it. I think it turned out great, and it's a USA made handle, so I'm really happy with the way it turned out. But once again, I am going to perfect this. I am going to do it again, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, you can do it yourself. Obviously, it's going to be fairly easy if you have a lathe. If not, I mean, you could use like a drill press and file, or a belt sander, you know, something along those lines. But to get this shaft, you know, to be able to press fit, especially to get the entire length of the shaft a specific diameter, it's going to be very hard without a lathe. But it could be done, but it is going to be much easier with a lathe. And next time I am going to get this right. I am going to pre-drill my breather hole, so I know that's not going to be an issue. I'm going to use even less H3000 on this, and I'm going to make sure I get this thing all the way in there. I might even back it up and only turn down to about this distance here instead of all the way up to this beveled edge, because what I did was I turned it down all the way from here to right here, where next time I might stop right about here, because I'm still going to have plenty of handle inside of this USA made handle. So let me know your guys' thoughts. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys did, please make sure to hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down in the comment section of your guys' thoughts. And as always, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And Tekton, if you see this, please let me know your guys' thoughts. Obviously, this will be fixed, but thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time.